Surrogacy has long been a contentious topic, raising numerous ethical and legal dilemmas. On one side of the debate, proponents argue that surrogacy offers hope to couples struggling with infertility, providing them with an opportunity to become parents, experience the joy of having a child. These advocates highlight the fact that surrogacy gives individuals who are unable to conceive the chance to build their families through alternative means. Furthermore, surrogacy allows same-sex couples and single individuals to realize their dreams of parenthood. It provides them with the option to have a biological connection to their child through the use of their own genetic material. This aspect is especially important for those who deeply desire a biological link to their offspring, as it contributes to their sense of identity and familial bond. Additionally, surrogacy can be financially beneficial for surrogate mothers, particularly in cases where they enter into well-regulated agreements that adequately compensate them for their time, effort, and potential risks. Supporters argue that this compensation recognizes the immense physical and emotional commitment involved in carrying a child for someone else, and enables surrogate mothers to improve their quality of life or support their own families. However, on the other side of the debate, critics express concerns over potential exploitation and commodification of women's bodies. They argue that surrogacy commodifies reproductive capabilities, reducing pregnancy to a transactional process rather than a natural aspect of human life. Detractors also worry about the potential emotional and psychological toll on surrogate mothers. They raise concerns that surrogacy can create a complicated web of emotions, as the surrogate mother may develop an attachment to the child she carries, only relinquish it off to birth. Critics argue that the long-term psychological effects on surrogate mothers are not yet fully understood, and that the emotional consequences could be significant. Furthermore, opponents of surrogacy question the potential for exploitation, especially in cases where women from economically disadvantaged backgrounds choose surrogacy as a means to financial stability. They argue that the allure of financial compensation may coerce women into becoming surrogates, leaving them vulnerable to exploitation by unscrupulous individuals or agencies. The legal landscape surrounding surrogacy is also a source of contention. Laws vary greatly across different jurisdictions, leading to inconsistencies in the protection of the rights and interests of all parties involved. This lack of uniformity raises concerns about the potential for legal disputes and challenges, as well as the need for comprehensive regulation to ensure the well-being of all those involved in surrogacy arrangements. In conclusion, the debate surrounding surrogacy and reproductive rights is multifaceted and emotionally charged. Proponents argue that surrogacy offers hope and fulfillment to individuals and couples struggling with infertility, providing them with the opportunity to experience the joys of parenthood. They emphasize the importance of choice and autonomy in matters of reproduction. However, critics raise concerns about the potential exploitation of women's bodies, the emotional toll on surrogate mothers, and the need for comprehensive legal frameworks to protect the rights and interests of all parties involved. These arguments highlight the complexities and ethical considerations that must be thoroughly examined and addressed in order to find a balanced and fair approach to surrogacy and reproductive rights.